All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. Welcome back to Allboxingeverything. Make sure y'all subscribe. All right, y'all, it is going down. It is going down. The three-belt unification between Errol Spence Jr. and Yordenis Ugas. As y'all know, Errol, he holds the WBC and the IBF belt. Yordenis Ugas, he holds the WBA belt. The WBA belt, he officially secured with his win off of Pacquiao just a few months back. So yeah, man, it's going down, and I just wanted to come through and kind of give you a little breakdown and prediction of how I think this fight's going to go. First off, I just have to say, yeah, like this is one of the fights in the welterweight division I've been looking forward to. I know everybody wants Spence Crawford, but in the meantime, this is a good fight. You got to say shout out to Errol because Errol has been fighting name after name, tough challenge after tough challenge, especially after what he's been through in between, two separate fights, after the Sean Porter fight, the accident. Coming back from that, fighting Danny Garcia, then supposed to fight Pacquiao. Then, he has the detached retina, right? So every time he's come back, he's always faced like the toughest competition for a belt. So, I got to say shout out to Errol for that. He's always staying on track, no tune-ups. This is what keeps him sharp. Yordenis Ugas, got to give him a lot of credit. He stepped up to the plate, took on Manny Pacquiao when Errol was out. And he put on a good performance. Some people think, he just beat old man Pacquiao. But, I think it all came down to style as well. Yordenis Ugas, he's durable, he's big, he's strong. And, he's a crafty boxer as well. He made the right adjustments to Manny Pacquiao's, quick combinations. And, he was just able to withstand a lot of the early onslaught from my Manny. Same with the Sean Porter fight. That was one of those fights everybody thought that Yordenis Ugas won. Putting that pressure on the pit bull and Sean and really nullifying him and making him go on the back foot. I was impressed by that. So, going into this fight, matching these two up, Errol Spence, very tough, tough southpaw, has very, very solid power, accuracy, great body punching, good jab. You put this come forward style together with Yordenis Ugas, who's a very strong guy and likes to bang, you're going to get a good fight. So I think for Errol Spence going into this fight, we got to really see him stand his ground first off. Stand his ground and get a lot of respect from Yordenis Ugas early on. Don't let Yordenis Ugas get into a groove thinking he can back Errol up like he did Sean Porter and, try to come forward, throwing those loopy overhand rights around Errol Spence's guard. I think fighting at a mid-range early on for Errol Spence is going to be effective. Establish that jab right away. Move to the side more, don't back straight up. Pump that jab straight up the middle and down, to the breadbasket of Yordenis Ugas. Because Yordenis Ugas, he's slick, but he can be hit. He can be hit multiple times in there. So, you got to see Errol go in there, double jab, throw the right hook around the guard and just stand his ground in the center. If he needs to, go off the back foot a little just to set up the the left uppercut counters and things like that. But got to really see Errol Spence go to the body as well. If he's standing his ground, attack that body, break Ugas down with those body shots, get him to, pin his elbows to his body. That'll open up the head shots. That'll open up those uppercuts like that. I remember that last opponent that rocked Yordenis Ugas. I can't remember, it was like 2 fights back. I think it was Ramos or somebody like that. I think he had put on a pretty good performance through the middle rounds against Yordenis Ugas when he was able to wear him down. So the body punching, I think, is going to be a big part for Errol Spence here. The next thing I would say is definitely, use those uppercuts. Use those uppercuts straight up the middle on Ugas. When he goes through that peekaboo defense, just split that guard and, come with the uppercuts, and that'll open up those right hooks to around the side. For Yordenis Ugas, combinations, I think, are going to be his friend in this fight. Combinations are very important, I think. You can't get one off on Errol. You're going to have to get his respect, try to outwork him and overwhelm him. Because I don't know if Yordenis Ugas really has the power to hurt him. So the best thing I think for him to do is, set a lot of shots up with his jab, set up those 1-2s. And as he's able to get Errol to pin, his hold his guard up tight, try to bust through the guard with those combinations. You want to stay working and you really want to stay moving. I think Yordenis Ugas, he's going to have to fight a little bit more slicker here, off the back foot, pick his shots when he wants to go in and go out, because that's a very big part, like Yordenis Ugas was a very big key for Ugas against Porter, landing those combinations and, really taking the fight to Porter whenever, he was pinned up like that. And then he would stop, walk him down, attack, walk him down again, I said another thing for Yordenis Ugas, I like to see him go in there and tie up a lot, tie up and, put pressure on Errol, because Errol might not be expecting that. Errol might be expecting the one to be the more powerful fighter here. But if you look at Yordenis Ugas at his weigh-in today, man, he's looking pretty big, So Yordenis Ugas might not hit hard, but he's a very strong fighter. So, it'd be very effective if he was to go in there more and just kind of lay on Errol, push him to the ropes, land those uppercuts, tie him up, get Errol's arms tired, and, just really put that weight on him after he lands his combinations. That's probably the best way to really shut down Errol's work rate, right? So those are the main things I would say, combinations, putting that pressure on and, just really fighting in spurts, I think, for Yordenis Ugas, staying on the back foot. How I see this fight going, though, I think it really just comes down to levels here. I think Errol Spence, he's going to take a few early rounds, to kind of feel out, but he's going to stay ahead. I think he's going to use his jab, and, he's going to be looking for those openings. Yordenis Ugas, he's going to start off sharp, so you might see Ugas catch Errol every now and then with some good right hands. Nothing really like hurt him, but just maybe like to score a few points. And you might see him, like I said, take the fight to Errol and get the crowd going by landing those combinations where Errol shells up. But eventually down the rounds, you'll see Errol make those right adjustments, start attacking the body. You'll start seeing that straight left hand and that left uppercut going to the body, backing Ugas up with more jabs, breaking that guard down and, hitting it with clean singles and 1-2s. And I think the thing about Errol Spence, like I said, he's another level. He gets stronger as the rounds progress. When he gets into a groove, he really starts to let his hands go and he sits down on his shots. Whereas Ugas, I think he starts strong, and if you give him rounds, he will take them. But I think that he kind of stays in one gear. Like, he doesn't really like rise up to that last gear to finish a fight. Like, he could probably finished Manny Pacquiao, and that last opponent, what's his name, Abel Ramos, I think, the one that hurt him. He could have went in there and finished him as well because he had stunned him, but he just kind of stays in that same gear, and his power never really turns up. It's never really like deceptive like Errol. Errol, his power is kind of like Golovkin, where whenever you think you can take so many shots, you can't take as many shots because eventually some of those shots are going to start breaking your orbital bone, or they're going to start hurting your body, or they're going to just stun you or rock you like he did with Sean Porter, or, just keep you at bay like he did with Danny Garcia. The shots are going to be hard because even Danny Garcia went on record to say that Errol Spence is a harder jabber and a stronger puncher than, Keith Thurman and Sean Porter, So that's the thing about Errol. He's just going to get stronger round after round, sitting on his shots. And then you got to think with the accumulation that Yordenis Ugas takes early on, I think that Errol, he might put Ugas down a couple of times in this fight, possibly stoppage, but I'm going to have to go with Errol Spence by unanimous decision. I think that he's going to go in there and box a good fight. Yordenis Ugas, his strength and his durability might keep him through the majority of the fight, so you'll see Errol Spence box more, pick his shots, but he's going to, be getting the respect of Ugas all the way to round 12. So I could see a few of the early rounds going Ugas' way, but eventually as the fight goes on, Errol, he's going to get stronger, and I think he'll win the fight probably like, 9 rounds to 3, 8 rounds to 4, and you'll definitely see that Ugas has been in a fight with, one of the best welterweights today. So yeah, that's my pick on this one. Definitely got to go with Errol Spence Jr. by unanimous decision. Guys, let me know in the comment section what y'all think. I'm ready. I don't know, I might do a fight companion for this one tomorrow night, just growing this channel, but y'all can tune in if you catch this video. When the fight comes on, I might do a round by round with y'all and watch it. Of course, I ain't gonna show any footage, so hey, y'all just want to watch, hear me call it, I'll be on here, guys. Errol Spence Jr. by unanimous decision. Who do y'all got? Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.